Today, Saturday, March 13th, going out on a trail run. It's a little bit chilly right now, 46 degrees, but the high is gonna be 58. So there's gonna be a big temperature swing, which is good though, because for my race in 2 weeks, it could be like a 20 or 30 degree change. Who knows? Because the race starts at, I don't know, I think it starts at like 9 o'clock in the morning or something. And typically 9 o'clock in the morning, it's been like in the 30s, getting up to like 50 or 60. So as long as we don't have like another like snowstorm or something, I think we're gonna be in good shape for having pretty decent weather during this race. All right, let's talk about gear for this long run. I'm switching up today, using the Chorus Vertix again. Even though I have had problems recently in the past, there was a firmware upgrade, couple like 2 weeks ago or something. I'm taking an iPod with these new Tri-Bit headphones, exoskin socks, and this is the Sense Pro 5 vest. I think I have like 50 or 60 miles in this. So again, going on a long run today with it, and I'll share my thoughts. Like I said, there's some things that I love about it. There's some things that I really don't like about it. So I've got my gels. I'm bringing some extra socks in case I feel like I need to change socks on the drive home. I'm using my Salomon Wildcross shoes again. However, there were some issues with my feet after the run, and I'll explain that. All right, so as I'm driving over here, I'm debating a couple things. Debating my shoes right now because, as I just mentioned, I had some issues with the Wildcross. I've got them on my feet right now, so I'm probably gonna use them, but I'm just having a few just like, I don't know, like maybe I shouldn't. But then I'm also debating whether or not to wear calf sleeves, because my calves have just been really tight over the past couple weeks, couple months, honestly. But I've been managing it fine with like rolling and stretching and percussion massage, CBD oil, stuff like that. Oh, that's better. Take a look at that. I'm just wondering if maybe today I should wear calf sleeves. The only thing is though, they're like totally a performance enhancer, and I kind of want to save them for race day and just pull them out for the race. So last week with these Wildcross, there's almost like no cushion, like no compression, but that's not what they're meant for. They're meant to go out and run through mud like super, like easily. Problem is, when you're putting a lot of miles on them, it just, there's like no give under your foot, especially once you start getting on stuff that's a little firmer. So they're definitely meant for soft ground. Like they're part of the SG Salomon line, and they're meant for running through mud. They're meant for running through soft ground. When you get on hard ground, they just don't feel good. And I actually had some like nerve pain on the bottom of my feet after the first run, and it was pretty concerning because I'm thinking about doing a 50K in these shoes. But I am trying them out today, gonna give them another shot and see how they do. I also think I'm gonna wear headphones from the start, because every time I start without headphones, I just never want to put them on. And I think they'll help me go a little bit quicker today. I'm taking 2 gels to start. Oh, Koros already found everything. Sweet. I need to jump in here and kind of explain a little bit about what's going on. So I kind of did like a modified, like I tried to set like a certain type of course that I was going to try and run on this run. And so I picked like a 6.5, well, it was like 6.3 mile loop. First loop I went out there and I was just, just kind of going easy, just warming up. So the second lap I decided to go out and actually push the pace a little bit. Ran up all the hills, ran all the flats, ran the downs. And that was honestly like really different because, like I'm an ultra runner. I'm not out here just trying to run short and run fast. Like I'm trying to be able to run super long and conserve energy and really practice like my race tactics. So I was doing some internet research and stumbled upon some articles, and there's not a whole lot of research out there about this, but there is a growing number of people that are kind of talking about this whole energy expenditure between hiking versus running over the long, like ultra distance, and what's the difference. Because I've always noticed that when I'm in a 100-mile race, when I'm running, things are feeling good. And then as soon as I start hiking, things feel really bad for a while. And then when I have to start running again, things feel really bad for a while. I always kind of thought like, well, maybe there's something to this where the body is not really enjoying the changing of gears. So I went out and I tried this and found that my body really liked staying in the same gear, meaning really liked running the whole time. So I don't have any answers yet, but that like 6.3 mile loop that is happening right now, that I just don't have a whole lot of footage from it because I was really pushing myself. And honestly, it kind of wrecked me. Over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to really focus on this and try to do a little bit more of it on the treadmill. And I've always kind of been scared of really pushing it because my calves, like my Achilles tendons, like I'm not a mountain runner. Like I'm a flatland runner. Like I live in Indiana. Like I don't have the muscular conditioning to be able to do this. So I've always been scared to do it because every time I try, like, things get tweaked a little bit. But now that I've got all of this training under my belt and all of this vertical gain under my belt, like I'm really just feeling like, why don't I just give it a shot? Why don't I try it? So over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to like push the pace just a little bit on all the uphills and see what happens. There you go. Let's get back to the trail.
Didn't know what to say, I was taking the train one way. Never thought I'd see you again. Never thought I'd see you again. Coming up short, I didn't have a choice but to let it go. You never let me explain myself. And now I'm leaving behind all the things I had in my mind. I'm changing my ways, I'm floating away. Wish that I knew where to go now. Getting too close, too close.
I've really been trying to give these shoes a chance, but they're just really hurting. The pads of my feet are just killing me right now. So I'm gonna switch into the Hokas. Who knows if this is gonna change anything or if it's already too late. I'm a little over 12 miles, 2.5 hours. Hope this works. I'm sure these Salomon shoes are good shoes. Just not right for me out here. Back to the drawing board.
Another chance, baby, don't lose your faith. Don't lose your faith. And everything that I said, spinning round in my head, spinning round in my head, spinning round in my head. Now I'm leaving behind all the things I had in my mind. I'm changing my ways, I'm floating away. I'm floating away. Don't know what to say now. You're getting too close.
I just found the battery limit of these tri-bit headphones. 4 hours and 47 minutes. Both of them just turned off in like 10 seconds of each other. So, I don't know. That battery life, that's not that good. Definitely not what they boast. I'm gonna hit 20 miles in like 30 seconds because I'm going down this hill and I'm getting in the car. I'm going home. I am out of here. I'll be at 4,000 feet, 20 miles. Oh, that's pretty good, right? I don't know. Can't do the math. There we go. 20 miles and 4:48. Wouldn't really call these pockets back here. Oh my gosh. I only have 7 minutes left. I only have 7 minutes left in Dune. Come on. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll listen to it on the way home. I was hoping to have more miles today, but I was pushing hard. And then with the problems that I was having with the Wildcross, yeah, I'm fine with 20 miles. That'll put me at like 59 for the week, I think. So I could probably do like 11 tomorrow to hit 70 for the week. That'd be pretty cool. Here we go. Just hit 21 miles. I can see the car. I'm done with this run. Kind of screwed up my fueling, I think. I only took 3 gels during that whole thing. Probably should have done more. You know, it's a good run when the back of your pack looks like this. There it is. 21 miles, 5 hours and 3 minutes, 4,000 feet. We're gonna get out of here though, and I'll fill you guys in a little more in just a minute. We have to talk about the Salomon Wildcross. They are not working for me. I was really hoping that these were going to be my race shoes for the OPSF 50K because of how nasty the conditions are gonna be out there. It's gonna be super muddy, and I was wanting something that was just gonna be rock solid, like to get me through that race and be able to keep me safe, be able to help me push the pace. But these shoes are not working. Like, the outsole is so good. It's the best outsole I've ever tried before in a pair of trail running shoes for mud running. But the midsole is like, there's like no give. I mean, it feels like someone just like put a car tire on the bottom of that shoe and forgot to put like the foam in. I believe they probably did a whole lot of testing and tried to figure out like what is the best situation for mud running, and you probably don't want a whole lot of midsole cushion. You want it to be like very like connected to the ground. You want to be able to feel all of everything that's underneath your foot. So I don't think these are ultra distance shoes. Like the Speedcross might be. There's more midsole cushion in there. Some of the other shoes definitely more ultra distance, but I think these Wildcross are for like very specific situations, like short runs. Maybe you're gonna put them on like during an ultra for like a 5 to 10 mile section where you know it's gonna be nasty. That's probably the situation that these shoes will really shine in. But yeah, they're just not working for me. So I switched into the Hoka Torrents and my feet felt a whole lot better, even though they didn't have as good of a grip out there. So I have a couple more shoes coming in the mail. Things are actually getting crazy. Like within the next like 2 days, I'm getting like 3 or 4, 5, I don't know, pairs of shoes delivered. Some of them have been sent to me by a brand, which I'm very excited to tell you guys more about. Some of them I purchased with my own money. A lot of people guessed what the Nike shoe was that I am reviewing next. And I'm just gonna tell you now, it's the Pegasus 37 Premium, which just came out. I'm at like 70 miles right now for that shoe, but I'm just gonna do the review. Look out for a bunch of shoe reviews coming in the next couple weeks. Look out for some more vlogs. Like, it's starting to get warm outside. We're gonna be running outside a whole lot more on the trails, really pushing it. 2 weeks till my 50K, so stick around. Leave a comment down below if you haven't yet. Like it. YouTube really likes that engagement. It helps more people see the video. But with that, thank you guys for joining me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.
Didn't know what to say. I was taking the train one way. Never thought I'd see you again. Never thought I'd see you again. coming up short. I didn't have a choice but to let it go. You never let me explain myself.